Welcome back to the Fourth and Wrong podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Marshall, along with Colin, Dallas, and Donnie. A lot of news around the NFL. The trade deadline just closed on Tuesday at 4 p.m. A lot of teams made some last minute moves, including the Detroit Lions, and we'll get to that here soon. We'll go over some of the other trades that were made. We'll talk about some firings that did happen in the NFL, a little bit of other news, and then we'll get into the picks for week 10. But before we do that, I will tell us about the week 9 picks. This is definitely the wildest week in terms of the reason you guys will hear soon. So,
Marshall first place.
no, that's a normal week, Colin.
He said wild, not impossible.
Yeah. So in last place, it's me, guys.
Well, that's wild.
It's me. At 9-6 though, so I'm not a bad record.
At least he's above 500.
In third place is nobody. In second place is nobody. You guys all tied for first place.
That's crazy.
Not even shitting you. At 12-3, Colin 12-3, Dallas 12-3, and Donnie 12-3.
I was gonna say, I knew I did really well.
You gotta
this
have us
week,
pick
but...
a number between 1 and 3, and whoever gets the number right, that's the
no.
If this didn't go over all, if we did a week by weeks, I would do that, but I'll go through them. So Colin, Lone Wolf and the Jets on Thursday Night Football.
Yes, sir. I knew.
I then Lone Wolf the Panthers, even though Donnie's been going on the Panthers all year out of like nowhere when Andy Dalton started. Bryce Young went and won them this game and is now the starter. Kenny Pickett could never do this, honestly. Bryce Young is now winning
the actual quarterback.
We all picked Washington. I picked Miami. That was a close game. Came down to the wire. Was hoping Miami could pull it out, but it was a great game. Let's see.
Browns.
Yeah, Chargers, Browns. Me and Dallas picked Chargers. That was not a close game. Donnie, Lone Wolf in the Tennessee Titans. Everybody picked Atlanta. Everybody picked Cincinnati. Everybody picked Baltimore. I Lone Wolf the Bears. Thought they might be able to get it done. They did not. Everybody picked Philadelphia. Everybody except Colin picked the Rams. Everybody except me picked the Packers, obviously.
Marshall Kurtz is still alive.
I was gonna say, you just have one guaranteed loss every week. If you go like 15-1 one week, we gotta just give it to you.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's it's kind of crazy. But yeah, so everybody went 12-3. Well, not everybody, just everyone besides me. But it was, yeah. Overall, I did not tally him this week because we did him last week, but that doesn't really change much for everyone except me.
You're just slipping farther and farther behind.
Yeah,
Get between third and Marshall just went up.
It especially doesn't matter.
Gotta go crazy this week to make up some ground.
Literally,
so,
not just this week, like every week.
You gotta have the script for the rest of the year.
But yeah,
I'm talking just so he doesn't finish last.
Dude, have you guys looked at the slate of games yet?
It's not great.
It is awful. This is like the worst week I've ever fucking
Giants,
seen.
Panthers, and Germany at 9.
Yeah, Germany will forever hate us for the rest of their lives. They're gonna watch this game and be like, yes, we're excited. We get our first American football game. And we sent them the two worst teams by far. Daniel Jones versus Bryce Young is not going to feed anything and ever. Like, that is awful.
There's literally 4 games you would say, like, yeah, I want to watch that game. And one of them's just because our team's in it.
Yeah. I don't even understand, like, preseason, neither of these teams were supposed to be any good. Like, I know you don't want to send, like, a primetime worthy matchup overseas because it's the 9:30 slot and who in America is really watching that anyway. Yeah. But, like, at least make it, like, decent. You know what I mean? Like, send a good team over there.
No, I'm kind of a fan of them always sending a team that they know is dog shit. Because, like, you got to. Not
See
only
how bad these two teams are, you guys should watch the good teams.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
for anybody out there that cares.
They sent the Chiefs, last year, the year before? It was Chiefs-Dolphins, and, like, that's a good game.
That was a solid game.
For anybody out there that cares, if the football games get boring, the NASCAR Cup Series Championship is this Sunday as well.
All right.
I'd rather talk about Bowling Green.
Okay, I can talk about Bowling Green.
Bowling Green, there you go. You got permission.
There's the opening. There's the opening.
There it is. All right, guys. So, fucking just talk about, dude. We should just draft Bowling Green players at this point.
Shut the fuck up.
Time for some Maction talk. Let's get it.
Dude, I love action.
How's Toledo doing?
Next week
6-3.
is
6-3.
6-3. Impressive.
next week is Bowling Green versus Western Michigan.
Did you know Toledo's club football team gets to play in their actual stadium? That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Western Michigan plays Bowling Green next Tuesday.
Guys,
It's not at Western.
Talking about the MAC.
Toledo plays
damn.
Central Michigan.
This
Who
is
just got
peak-
beat by Bowling Green.
This is peak football. All right.
This has been like 45 seconds of MAC talk. If
you don't love Maction, you don't love football. All right.
Tucker Gleason is going to go crazy against Central
Tucker
Michigan.
Gleason, that sounds like such a fake fucking name. That's
Look
like
it up.
70
Starting
years
quarterback.
Yeah.
That's like
Malcolm Johnson Jr. is a amazing wide receiver for Bowling Green.
That's like 10 years into a dynasty on college football, and you're getting like the AI generated names like that. No, that's not a real name.
No, he started my dynasty and leads. He has the record for passing yards. Tucker Gleason.
Oh, so he beat out Bailey Zappi? Or are you talking school record?
First season. Yeah, Bailey Zappi.
Guys,
Hell yeah.
No,
Fuck Bailey Zappi.
if we had a viewer that watched this, they fucking logged off.
Unless they're Bowling Green fans, then they're just happy to get something.
Oh,
God.
man.
But
We gotta
moving
give
into
love to them action.
moving into actual NFL news, we'll move into the big news for, obviously, this is mainly Lions podcast. Zadarius Smith has been traded from the Cleveland Browns to the Detroit Lions as well. So it's Zadarius Smith, and I believe a 7th-round pick for a 5th-round pick this year, and I believe a 6th-round pick next year. So almost you could say nothing. Like, I thought at least a little bit more, but I mean, hey, we're not going to complain. Also, the Browns have already paid him his $11.5 million for this year. The Lions will only have to pay him $600K for the rest of this year. So he really is almost a free defensive edge rusher that is basically just is obviously kind of free for our run to the Super Bowl, hopefully. So he's already got 5.5 sacks on the season. I know he's playing alongside Myles Garrett, but he has been producing. I think we just need something out there to just perform. But yeah, I mean, that's all I really got to say. I'm happy. I'm glad Brad made a move, and I'm very happy with it. We didn't really have to give up anything, and he's huge. That's what we need. I don't know if you guys have anything you want to comment on.
Yeah, common Brad dub. Like,
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Brad.
I think this is a dub.
Bro is working days and nights. You know, that man never sleeps.
And
he's saving Detroit.
I see the way Donnie's looking. I think he has something to say.
Before he says what he has to say, let me get the last positive comment out of the way.
Sounds like, please.
Otherwise, I'm going to have to wait for 20 minutes while he rambles about some dumb shit. But
Wow, Tom Kennedy
I just think, like, I know that, like, a lot of fans really wanted them to, like, go crazy and go all out for, like, Max Crosby or whatever, but I think that this is a really nice, solid move. You get a guy that is going to give you enough production to give you some pass rush again. Like, you don't need him to be Hutch. It'd be nice if he comes in and goes crazy like Hutch was, but you just need him to consistently get pressures and occasionally get home for a sack, and that's all we need, because right now the pass rush is, like, non-existent. So this was a great move.
Exactly.
All right,
Donnie.
I don't have anything negative. I don't know why you just assumed that's the negative.
You had that mischievous look.
You just had that look.
I was looking at myself, and I did have the look of, like, that's what
These
that's
fuckers
the
are
look
about
I
to
gave-
hate me.
That's the look I gave when, like, the JMO suspension happened. So I understand why you guys.
Yep.
But no, Zadarius
JMO
Smith,
back, by the way.
I'm not.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there we go. And JMO mentioned. No, I mean.
JMO first touchdown scorer.
I'm not like, oh my fucking god, we got Zadarius Smith. Like, if we got him like 4 years ago when he was more in his peak, yeah. I just think I think right now they have like practice squad level pass rushers, especially with Pascal out. So it's like, he's not gonna fucking move the needle, but like, he's an NFL level player to put on the edge, which is what they fucking need. Now we go from fucking Joe Schmoes out there pass rushing. Now we're gonna have Pascal and Smith, It's like that's not like that's. I wouldn't even say that's like a. I wouldn't even say that's like top 15 pass rush, but like it
Did
is.
everyone
Like
see why Pascal was out?
So like at least, huh?
Did everyone see the report on why Pascal was out?
Well, I don't know why he was out 2 weeks ago, but I know this week he was out because he was sick or an illness.
Did you guys? That's what I'm saying. Did you guys hear what the illness was?
Mono.
It was actually, I believe. Let me pull it up. I want to make sure.
Say illness. They usually cover that if somebody has like personal shit going on too. Like illness, they'll like.
So he had a non-cancerous mass. It was the reason he was out, and he had to have surgery on it. So that was reported by NBC Sports about 6 hours ago, and it just kind of got overlooked. But he had a non-cancerous mass removed from his shoulder, which is why he was out last week and missed some games because he had to get scans done. And then he was, because he had skin cancer in 2018, so they were double checking everything he had for cancer again, because it's very scary because cancer can come back. So he was actually only out for really that reason. These last 2 games is what Dan said. But now he is good, no cancer free. They got it removed, and he's back at practice, and he should play on Sunday, is what this says. So Pascal on one edge, Zadarius Smith on the other. Zadarius Smith actually isn't practicing till Friday. Dan already came out and said they're giving him till Friday. They just to take the days off, is what Dan said.
I was just gonna bring that up because the Browns' bye week was this week, so he technically didn't have a bye week, and the Lions already had theirs. So instead of making homeboy play 17, 18 straight weeks of football, you give him 2 days off. At least it's somewhat of a bye week. Plus, that's probably really good for him, just so like, because I mean, moving, even though we only moved from Cleveland to Detroit, like. You're still just
all your shit.
Moving
is moving.
I think most players would love to have just like a 2-day buffer to like kind of fucking uproot their life.
Yeah, so, moving is moving. So
I mean, honestly, if we weren't playing the Texans this week, like if this was the week we played the Jags or like a cupcake, like the Titans, whoever, I would be like, honestly, just don't even play him. Let him have his little bye week. Like, we don't need him. Let him get used to the terminology and shit, and then just play him next week. But means it is the Texans in a primetime slot. I think it's a primetime slot, isn't it?
Yeah, Sunday night football.
Okay, yeah, Sunday night football means it's it's a pretty big game. It's like, yeah, you kind of gotta play. But if it was any other game, I'd be like, honestly, just let him sit the entire week and just kind of use them next week. But yeah, I like that Dan did that.
Yeah. So that's huge for us. We love to see that. We love Dan. We love Brad. They've been doing a lot for Detroit, and let's hopefully make a Super Bowl run this year. Really, the only trade deadline players we could talk about, there was a couple more, but Marshawn Lattimore gets traded from the Saints to the Commanders, and on that topic, Dennis Allen was also fired and let go from the Saints organization. So kind of a little bit of cleaning shop, getting ready for your head coach, and then firing your head coach and then getting rid of Marshawn Lattimore. Commanders are a unit. I think we might be fighting with them for first place. I really didn't think it was going to last, but I mean, they're kind of just they're just winning football games, and I kind of looked at their remaining schedule. It's going to be a fight, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, Marshawn Lattimore to the Commanders. I can't really think of any others off the top of my head that I was like. Mike Williams to the Steelers, I believe, was pretty interesting. Obviously, he's been on and off injured, but that might actually help them a little bit to give a wide receiver to play along George Pickens. Anything else you guys want to add about the trade deadline and stuff?
I just want to say, who would have thought the Saints would have started 2-0 and then dropped 7 straight? Like, we all knew that the 2-0 start was kind of like fraud alert, but dropping 7 straight's crazy.
Yeah.
I think I think there's been like 2 or 3 things in the NFL where even every fan in the league, even of the own teams, know like, okay, this is going to happen. We're just waiting for it. One, I would say, is Daniel Jones being out in New York. Like, people have been ready for that ever since he signed the contract extension. People were like, that's not going to work out. He's going to be gone sooner rather than later. And then I would say Dennis Allen being the head coach of the Saints. That motherfucker should have been fired literally like 4 years ago. How the fuck did that man hold on to? He literally has like the lowest winning percentage of a coach that's coached for like minimum 3 seasons or whatever the fuck the stat is. Like he has a .333 win percentage. The fact that he was there for like 4 years is fucking astonishing. That team
does not seem like he's been there that long.
It really doesn't.
Man.
I would say I think this is his 4th year. This is either his 4th. Well, he's been on the team for forever. He was always the DC for under Peyton. So, yeah, I don't even think he should have got the job to begin with. Like
this was his 3rd year as the head coach. But yeah,
Really?
he's been with the Saints since 2015.
Maybe that's why I got messed up. But yeah, either way, I don't even know how he got fucking a 2nd year.
Calling it right now.
That roster isn't great, but like I feel like it's good enough where like if you had a really good coach in there, you could squeeze 10 wins out of it. Like
calling it right now.
If you put Tomlin down there, I feel like he can squeeze. Hell, he might make that a 12-win team, even without old and bad.
Dan loves his guys. If we lose Glenn to a head coaching job, Dennis Allen could be our defense coordinator.
I don't know. No, I wasn't even thinking Dennis Allen. I don't want that motherfucker on any staff. Anyway,
What about Mike Vrabel?
I would fucking commit criminal acts to get Mike Vrabel from the coaching staff.
Mike Vrabel and Dan on the same team would be crazy.
That would actually be bad because no football thing is getting done. It's just gonna be him and Vrabel trying to out fucking do each other every goddamn day.
I think if Mike Vrabel joined the Lions coaching staff in any capacity, he could be like handing out towels on the sideline. We're going to be saying never count out Mike Vrabel infinitely more times than we ever thought we would in our entire lifetime.
That'll 1,000% be a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Hey, we've already got Dave Phipp. I think he needs to be our freaking. Dave Phipp is awesome. I love that man, bro. His energy that he gives off. Plus, real quick, like the pod can't see this, but go check this picture of the group chat. I was curious at like what his coaching history was because I was like, this guy's awesome. This is his head coaching picture when you look him up, and this was the picture posted when the Lions got him. Look at this man. That is some creepy ass shit.
Oh my god.
That dude legit looks like a serial killer. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny.
He looks like an SNL guy. Like,
just zoom in on his eyes. His eyes are terrifying.
Bro, that is terrifying.
with the crooked smile, yeah. Get that out of here.
It's just the eyes, dude. Those eyes have seen some things. Eyes.
He does seem awesome, though. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so we'll talking about some of the Week 9 games. The Lions take down the Packers, a huge win in Lambeau Field, in the cold weather, outside. First outside game for Jared Goff. It was
also
rainy,
windy as fuck.
Windy, and we take them down 24-14. Really, you could say 24 to whatever because garbage time touchdown, whatever. But kind of just destroying them, honestly. And that is the maybe biggest win of the year.
We gonna talk about Brian Branch?
Man,
you want to talk about that? I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Brian Branch. I want to start. Brian Branch is a fucking statue in Detroit.
Soft ejection.
Yes.
Soft as fuck for the ejection.
Yes.
Soft fans.
He was dumb for flipping him off, but that
No,
photo
that was
of
the
him
best
flipping
part.
off the fans in the rain.
Did you see every DB? Kirby, Terrion, Carlton Davis, and F2. They all bought shirts. They all bought shirts too. They were just on Terrion's Instagram Live, all wearing shirts. Like literally, it was Terrion, and then all of a sudden, Ennis Rakestraw, Carlton Davis, Kirby Joseph, and then literally they're all wearing shirts. And it panned to Brian Branch, and bro was like, "Gosh, stop!" He's like laughing. It's like
I saw. This is kind of related. You mentioned the shirts, and that reminded me. So y'all saw Amin Ra's hoodie that said "Green Bay sucks."
I want that hoodie so bad.
He was on a podcast. It might have even been his podcast, actually. I don't know, but yeah, it probably is. Now that I said that, that sounds dumb. But on his podcast, potentially, he was talking about it, and he was like, "There's a side to it that nobody saw because on the back it says Detroit fucks."
Yeah.
So it's Green Bay sucks, Detroit fucks on the back.
I saw that.
That's why.
I wonder why nobody saw that.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna but I don't know what the fuck. The NFL refs that whole day were just kind of on one. Like between the Brian Branch ejection was so crazy. Flag, absolutely, helmet to helmet. But in what literally you can see balls in the air. So bro is lowering his whole body. And you're at full speed. Okay, he made the helmet to helmet. Yep, that flag. Simple flag, helmet to helmet hit, flag, Brian Branch, whatever. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the ejection, it's like, what are we doing?
And the ejection was so weird. It was while they were lining up to snap the next play.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to eject him, do it right then.
Then the Puka punch, that one is I get that one. Like he should have been ejected. It's the way literally the guy was like holding on to him. He's holding him by his helmet or something. So Puka's like, get off of me, and he like swings at it. And then the rest like, oh no, get out of here. It's like, bro, like he was holding him first. Then the wildest one of the day, Brian Branch gets ejected for that one. And then we see in the later game, it was the Rams.
It was the Rams game, yeah.
Yeah, the Rams game. The freaking absolutely worse than Brian Branch's hit, kills that wide receiver, hits him right in the head.
Nothing.
There's no flag on the field.
They threw the flag and then picked it up.
Are you idiots? How do you pick up that flag? My dad does not get into football. He was sitting on the couch. He's like, how is that not a flag? He's like, Brian Branches was literally not a flag. I was literally walking around the room. I was like, what is this? And my mom's like, you guys always complain about the refs. And I literally looked her dead in the eyes. I said, look at this shit. I was like, how are you telling me this is not?
You gotta pull up the Brian Branch one. You gotta pull up the Brian Branch one and play them side by side.
That one was worse. You could hear the hit on that one. Oh my gosh, that shit was bad. And they're like, there's no flag on the field for helmet. Even fucking the commentator was like, yeah, I don't know what the hell that was, but and I know y'all be hating on this man Brady, but I love Brady. Brady's already.
I didn't think he was too bad the other day.
I
hadn't actually.
He's got his restrictions. Y'all know Romo has the same restrictions he does, right? Like that, and Romo has they said Romo has the same restrictions that Tom Brady does. Romo's not. They gave him. In his contract that he signed this year, they gave Romo a thing of restrictions because of the way he was calling games. So
yeah, but there's different levels to it. Like Romo might have a restriction, but I saw the thing. His restrictions was if you fucking watch like old Romo, he was calling exactly what happened. Fucking like literally half the plays. They would come out in a formation. He would be like, all right, the running back's gonna do this, and the fucking receiver's gonna run this, and then snap. Literally, it would exactly happen just like he said it. And they were like, and their point was like, we don't want you fucking ruining the play before the play happens. Like, and then, but Brady's is like I
didn't notice anything bad.
Like his are like total, like on a different level. Like Romo was more like a request, like, hey, don't do that. Brady's is like, if you do this, you're gonna get fucking fined and like reprimanded for fucking like talking bad about the NFL while you're an owner. Like that's what makes it. He just sounds so generic. Like
I didn't notice anything bad about Brady. He's already better than Greg Olsen.
Getting better.
Greg Olsen. I can't listen to Greg Olsen anymore. I'm not even gonna lie. Greg Olsen. I
liked Greg at first.
No, I don't. It's not even the Lions game. I can't watch him. I can't watch him in any football game ever. Like it really is that bad. He is not good. Greg Olsen, if you're watching this, bro, get out the booth. Like seriously, like, you need to leave.
Dude, no.
But like Brady talking about,
he's wiping his tears with all of his dollar bills right now, dude.
Going to the ejection, like Brady said, Brady even said it himself. He's like, I don't understand how you can call that an ejection. Like, yeah, a flag. And I was like, it's literally how Brady said it. That's a flag, non-ejection. Like that's insane. Which, in the end. Man, Kirby Joseph is a machine. Our safety duos, our safeties are insane. Like we do have the best safeties in football. Like Kirby Joseph is leading the league in interceptions right now, and Brian Branch is number 2 or 3. I think he's number 3 right now. But 6 picks on the year for Kirby, 1 interception, 5 picks on the year for Brian Branch. They're insane back there, and their duo is insane. Right after Kirby got his pick 6 too, he literally went 3-2 to the crowd, and they're just insane together. They really are. They're holding down the fort for us in the back.
Can we talk about him being handed that pick 6? Because who the fuck was Jordan Love trying to throw to?
Jordan Love's ass. So
what was he doing? Just dump it at their feet, dude.
I think it kind of slipped out of his hand, but like, yeah, it was like the wrong direction.
He was still trying to force the throw.
Yeah,
but just dump it at their feet. It was like second down. You still have another down to work with, dude.
This is why, not to call back or fucking brag about us, but me and Marshall have said, this man Jordan Love is so supremely over fucking rated.
Yeah.
He has talent.
Bad.
I'm not going to sit here and say he's a bum. He has talent. But like, he's got like a Jameis Winston factor to him, where like
he does,
won't ever kill a play. He fucking makes stupid fucking choices. Yeah, he's gonna throw. He'll throw a bunch of touchdowns sometimes, but guess what? You're gonna get literally every game, whether he throws the touchdowns or not. You're gonna get a couple stupid fucking picks.
And like Brady,
okay, he might lose you the fucking game because
another reason why I said I like Brady. He said it in the booth on one of those like second or third downs. He's like, Jordan Love just needs to get rid of it there. He literally said it like this. He goes, that is awful decision making. Brady literally goes, that is awful decision making. As a player, you have to know the situation. You do not need to force the ball there. Why would you not throw it away? And I was like, yes, Brady, you understand. What the fuck is he doing?
I have so many things I want to say about this game. What pissed me off about that is like immediately after that half, it was all about Jordan Love's groin. Like they fucking tried to make excuses. They weren't directly about that play, but like Jordan Love was like continuing to play like Jordan Love, and they were like, oh, the groin's bothering him. It's like, is it that, or is that he's just fucking kind of a dumbass too? Like I feel like it's a little bit of a 50-50.
His decision making is awful.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet.
I'm sure it definitely didn't help him
6,
having the groin injury.
On the Kirby 6 pick, and
it was not making him worse.
On the Kirby pick 6, it was like only Aaron Glenn would put this man Kirby a D tackle, and nobody would ever expect it. And I was like, well, I don't understand. So I watched the playback, and bro just was coming up for a safety blitz, and bro just engaged and then disengaged at the perfect time. It was perfect. It was textbook by Kirby Joseph, and it was between textbook by Kirby Joseph and just being a complete dumbass for Jordan Love. Like, it was wild.
Jordan Love, I haven't watched one Packer game, the game they played against the Lions. But I've seen like 2 or 3 Jordan Love. What the fuck were you thinking throws? The one to Kirby, the one he flipped that ended up being a pick 6. He was fucking like 6 yards deep in the end zone. It's like,
yeah, that was just crazy.
He's Will Levis with more talent. That's the only fucking difference. Like,
yeah, but then you take away the memes and it's just
exactly.
it evens itself out.
I'd rather have the memes.
I thought that
they're goated.
What I feel like isn't getting talked about a lot is the Packers should have been in a better spot to win that game. Josh Jacobs was fucking killing us. Like he played really well. In the first half, he did amazing, and then in the second half, he had that garbage time touchdown. But like, it's like they came out in the second half and they saw Jordan Love throw that stupid fucking pick 6, and they were like, you know how we're gonna get back in this game?
We're gonna keep throwing it.
Jordan, keep doing it, buddy. It's like, no, if they would have came out and run the ball, like I would have been more afraid of them actually fucking mounting a comeback.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you guys felt. I got a little bit of a hot take after this. But like watching that game, I was not concerned at all. I had zero faith that Packers.
I wasn't either.
After like the first couple of drives, I was like, we got this one. We're good.
I'd say after the first drive that we had, I was like, oh yeah,
yeah, because they marched down. I think we made them kick a field goal on that opening drive, and I was like, okay, that's a big stop. You know, Jacobs was kind of gashing us a little bit on that drive, but you know, we held them to 3, and then we marched right down and punched it in, and I was like, all right, we're good, we're straight.
Yeah, if we wouldn't have got that 4th and 2, 4th and 3 to Amon-Ra, I would have been worried. I think we all would have been, because that was also
that was a nice adjustment he had to.
Their D line is, like Donnie said, their D line is very bad. Like Donnie said in the chat, there was no hesitation that I thought we were getting that 4th and 2. Like that is the one time I was like,
oh yeah,
Dan, I was like, Dan, we know their D line's trash. You go for this. And Dan literally, they didn't even wait.
Was that the Gibbs touchdown?
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed.
No matter
but Gibbs is doing the genty, like just standing straight up in the back.
Yeah, I've started to notice that. Yeah.
And he's been electric doing
apparently,
that.
Apparently, the aura that brings is just like it turns you into the greatest running back of all
Gibbs
time.
Has been doing that before.
Gibbs did that before genty. Yeah. That was.
I don't think so.
No. They brought up clips of him doing it last year.
Because Gibbs and Monty have, like, similar-ish bodies. Like, they're not, like, crazy different. But, like, when you watch them, whether at a Lions game, no matter what, you can tell the fucking difference. Because Monty's, like, actually down like a running back. And this motherfucking Gibbs stands straight the fuck up, all perfect posture. I'm like, dude, could you fucking get in a football position a little bit? Like, Jesus Christ. But, I got a little bit of a hot take, and you guys might shit on me for this.
Oh, no.
This is like a tier 1 first world problem that I'm about to give you guys. So, I mean, I enjoyed. I obviously, you love beating the Packers. You love every win. But watching these games, like, just being so dominant, where like the game's never really in doubt. Like we said, like there was no fear they were going to lose that game. To a point, it kind of sucks the fun out of it a little bit.
A little bit. I see what you're saying.
There was a point.
I will always take easy wins over stressful wins.
I love easy wins, and I'm not complaining because I don't want the football gods to come back and shit on me and the Lions start doing bad. So I'm not trying.
And we just lost this week.
Fucking knock on wood. Like, I'm not trying to say that. But like there was like, it's fun winning and it's amazing winning, and I don't want to stop winning. But like, the old Lions teams where we were always down 20, and it's like, okay, can Stafford mount this fucking crazy ass comeback? It was more fun to a degree, where it's like, you never knew what was going to happen. We know what's going to happen now. Monty's going to run down your throat. Gibbs is going to run around you. Goff's going to complete every pass, and we're just going to win by fucking 20. It's like, it's awesome, but like, I don't know. There's just a flare.
I see what you're saying until we all of a sudden face some adversity and start looking bad, and then I'm like, nope, take it back, go.
I need a legit shootout. I hope against the Texans this week, it's like a fucking 35-38.
You say that, and then you're just going to keep complaining in the group chat about how our defense is
I'm going to.
That's what I hate. It's like
I said,
I
this
just
is
want it
the
to be
first world
competitive.
problem.
I hate it being competitive. Like,
I'm just like,
I want to take a second and just realize how locked in this man Colin is right now to whatever he is looking at. Bro,
I was looking ahead at the schedule, the Lions schedule.
I almost just started laughing because you were like, this is what this was kind of like. And I was like, what is this man looking at? I need to know exactly what this is.
I'm looking at the Lions schedule. I was scrolling week by week because I was thinking because I was going to make a point in picks that I feel like the Lions are kind of due for a loss. I don't think it's going to be this week. But then I was like, oh, next week they play the Jags. I don't think it's going to be the Jags. Oh, they play the Colts. All right, not going to be the Colts. I'm like, are these motherfuckers going to lose?
Thanksgiving. We are going to lose Thanksgiving.
I think it's going to be Thanksgiving, yeah.
I don't know. I think this is the year we bring Thanksgiving, but honestly, like, thinking about this game right now, I feel like this is one they can drop. Not only because CJ Stroud's really good, and obviously
they've been pretty bad.
They have been pretty bad. But I think the main reason they've been bad is that O-line's really bad in pass protection right now. But like, what's our worst thing is our pass rush right now. Zadarius Smith, I'm not expecting him to come in and get 3 sacks immediately. I mean, against this line, maybe.
Clip that. He's getting 3 sacks on Sunday.
But you know what I mean? It's like the worst unit on the.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
Union City Wi-Fi.
I 100% agree, Donnie. I agree.
That's a good.
Well, since he's frozen, do we want to move on to picks once he gets back?
Move on to picks.
What just happened? Did Union City just cut the Wi-Fi?
Dude, I think he's legit. I think he got kicked out of the Zoom. I think that's what happened.
I think he's like done. Like I thought he was just frozen. Like he's done.
Or maybe his laptop died. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there. Welcome
back.
He's
back.
Dude, I went on like a full fucking 30-second soliloquy and fucking nothing. Did you guys hear any of it?
No.
God damn it!
Honestly, not even to make like a Union City joke. I am so shocked that you know and understand the meaning of the word soliloquy.
See, this I'm not gonna lie, this pisses me off about you guys. It's only our group chat. I will say like a word that's above like a fucking 10 IQ.
Well, because like other words, other like simple words, you either like say the wrong word podcast when you mean something entirely different, or you'll just like absolutely butcher the word, and then soliloquy comes out just fine. You do it all the time on here.
Bags.
We just don't call it out because we're nice. Oh, he froze again.
That face is crazy.
We gotta get the picks, man.
Yeah, we're doing picks. All right.
It doesn't look like he's even frozen. I'm so confused.
He looks frustrated.
He does. He just looks really mad and like he doesn't want to move.
I pay $100 a month for this fucking Wi-Fi.
Pay $100 a month for
froze again. This man's getting robbed. $100 a month for this?
$100 a month, dude. You can take this out of the pod, but like we're working on getting our place. We were just looking at internet. fiber internet, like the best. Dallas knows that's the best of the best right there. $80 a month for 1 gig a second is what that is insane. Man. You can't. That is insane, and that's like $80 a month. Man. $100 a month for what? You already told me you like 20 megs a second, and it's $80 for a gig a second.
Oh, this shit just went up this month. It's now $85 a month, and it goes out every fucking night. I'm so pissed. I hate Frontier. Never get. Anyway, hold on. I had a good fucking point there, and I'm getting back to it before I shatter my fucking lap.
Rattle it off real quick, and then we got to do.
Anyway, I said.
Wouldn't it be so funny if he freezes again?
Shut up. Let me get through it, please, God. I said that I don't expect the Lions to lose. Like, I go into every game thinking they're going to win, but I could see this being a game of concern because the Texans' worst unit, the reason they've been like not as good as what everybody thinks, is because their O-line's really bad. But the worst unit on the Lions right now, even with Sybress Smith, is our D-line. So, like, I think worst on worst, maybe if their unit just has a above average day for them, it can negate our defense, and then CJ Stroud can expose them, given their wide receivers are hurt. So, like, I'm not saying I expect a Lions loss. I never do. But I think this could easily fall into like a trap game. Like, the Lions are rolling. Like Colin said, they're kind of due for a loss at this point.
Joe Mixon's over is probably the play.
I don't think so. I think the only running back who's done good against us at all is Josh Jacobs. We've literally shut down.
Joe Mixon's been like destroying every team. Like,
yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'm not really.
The Jets, our defensive line is like really good, and he went for like 150 against them.
What's the best running back we've played this year?
Probably I would say Kieran Williams.
Yeah.
Kieran Williams, Tony Pollard, Josh Jacobs are probably the top 3.
This man, Joe Mixon, has played in 6 games because he was hurt. One game, it was the game he got hurt and left. He put up only 25 yards. Every game besides that, he's put up 100-plus yards.
Who was it?
Joe Mixon.
Yeah, Joe Mixon's that guy.
Yeah, he is. He's been averaging 4.9 a carry.
I'd say that's the biggest loss from the Bengals this offseason.
Oh, huge loss. That was insane loss.
Speaking of the Bengals, let's get into some picks.
Yeah. Bro said transition.
Thursday Night Football, Bengals at Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
This will be good.
Must win for the Bengals. Yes. It's a must win for the Bengals. Too bad they ain't winning. Give me the Ravens.
I think this will be a good game just because it's a divisional game and a primetime game. And I feel like I feel like they could drop this game, but I don't think they will. Give me Baltimore.
Oh, he's frozen. He's frozen.
No, he's just thinking. He's
frozen.
I thought he was thinking.
I thought
man turned into the thinker.
Do I move on and we circle back to his pick in a second?
Give him 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, moving on.
All right, Giants at Panthers in Germany. I really want to pick the tie. I really want to, but I'm not going to.
In Germany would be crazy.
Yep. Oh, there he goes. Should I wait a second?
We'll see.
See if he connects okay.
Give him another 5 count. 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, what's your pick, Colin?
All right, I think I am going to go Giants here. Not super confident in it, but I'm going to go Giants.
I'm also going to go Giants. I think Daniel Jones has a little bit of a bounce back game. You know, gets positive yards. So I'll go Giants.
I'm a Bryce Young guy. I think I gotta go get him 2 in a row here. Technically, this is labeled as a home game, but obviously we know that no one in Germany is supporting for
this man's got 2
profiles. There's two Donnies?
There's 2 profiles.
What are we doing now?
If I send this one to a waiting room, is it going to put you in a waiting room too?
We're about to find out.
Just kick the one.
There we go.
I'm going to my fucking mind.
Bengals, Ravens, who are you picking?
Okay. What did everybody go with? I know Dallas.
I think we all went Ravens.
Oh, Ravens. God, see, that worries me. I
it could be a swing game, yeah.
I don't see the Bengals dropping both games to the Ravens, but like also it's at home. I think the Ravens are better. I think the Bengals kind of suck. So I'm gonna go Ravens. I mean, at least if I lose, like we all lose. So yeah, I'll go Ravens.
All right. And then I was just finishing up my thought on Panthers, Giants. They both went Giants.
You guys already moved on, goddamn.
I'm
like 5 minutes.
No, it was like a full minute and a half at least.
I'm gonna stick with my boy Bryce Young. I think Carolina Panthers get it done in Germany. Even though I'm sticking with Bryce Young, it is going to be Chuba Hubbard that actually carries that team to victory.
Yeah, Chuba Hubbard's gonna fucking kill these guys. I think he's the only good offensive player in this fucking game.
Whoa.
But
neighbors, Malik Neighbors.
You know, the Europe's still really learning the NFL game, and we're sending them these shit matchups, and they don't know a lot about football yet. But I think this year
they know a lot about football.
I think this game, they're gonna learn one of the weirdest fucking NFL rules because we're going with a tie, boys.
Colin was thinking
literally said that I was thinking about picking the tie. Are you genuinely picking the tie right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna take an L, but yeah, it's gonna be if it's not a tie, this is gonna be like a 6-9 game. This is going to be fucking awful.
I hope this game's 54-53.
Neither team deserves to win another game all year. Let's get that on the board.
Oh, that's true, but
both of these teams fucking suck. So yeah, let's go with it. I'm going with a. Let's see. I don't want to go too low.
Let's almost called Titans Dolphins tie.
Let's go to.
Yeah, I'm gonna 2 quarters.
I'm gonna go with a 13-13 tie.
13-13. All right. Moving on. Patriots at Bears. Give me the Bears.
Yeah, bear down.
What did I just see out of the corner of my eye? Did this man go, grr?
That's the bear paw. That's what they do.
Think I was also gonna say bear down, but now I don't want to.
That man should start the week with an L just for that alone. That is abysmal.
Yeah, I'm also going with the Bears. I think the Patriots are in a good position where Drake May does look like a decent guy, that they go get a huge top 5 pick, go get a guy like Travis Hunter or something, and the Patriots could be competitive, but it ain't this year.
I'm not gonna lie, if this was in New England, I would go with the Patriots. I'm gonna go Bears strictly because the Bears looked like dog shit last week. Like,
yeah, they did.
Shout out DJ Moore.
They had
State Farm Stadium for having an open roof when it was pouring rain out.
I honestly love that move by the Cardinals. I thought that was funny as shit. They were like, you know what? Fuck it. Everybody's having a bad day.
Shout out to Jake.
If I was a Cardinals fan at that game, I'd be so pissed. I would be like, why is this?
Well, I think it's the middle part that opens up. I think the seats are still covered.
Still,
you get a weird gust of wind.
True.
Can we talk about the wildest shit that we've seen in a while? DJ Moore leaving the field mid fucking play.
He rolled his ankle.
Yeah, I'm sure he fucking did.
No, I think he thought Caleb got sacked and thought the play was over.
No, they said he rolled his ankle.
I definitely agree with that. But I'm going to put this in the bucket of Eberflus needs fucking fired. He walks off, which is totally fine. Like we just said, he thinks it's a sack. Like, okay, you start to go off to the sideline. There was like 10 players right there. None of them could have been like, DJ, fucking, he still get the fuck on the field. You know what I mean? Like, he was
our best receiver.
Yeah, they literally just watched that man walk off, and everybody was like,
yeah, nobody immediately questioned it or like offered help if he did roll his ankle.
It's like
they just watched him go walk to the bench and sit down.
I know they were getting their ass beat, but like, that is the sign of a team that just does not give a fuck. Like, that is a bad sign if I'm a coach. But yeah, I don't believe in the Bears after seeing all that bullshit, but I think Caleb has enough talent alone to beat the fucking Patriots at home. Like,
yeah.
Like I said, they did say, or DJ Moore said he rolled his ankle and his momentum took him out of bounds, and he just said, I just kept walking to the bench. And
which, that's fine, but like, if you're a fucking athlete
He was limping a little bit.
An athlete, that's amazing.
If you're
That's what Colin be saying, man. That you be saying the most basic words wrong.
You think you're hot shit because you know words.
But soliloquy was like totally fine. Just came out of your mouth like you casually drop that in conversation daily.
I'll reference Benchwarmers anytime I can.
Fuck you guys. I know big words.
Did you make a pick? You did, didn't you?
Yes, the Bears.
All right.
Bear down.
49ers at Buccaneers. I think Baker's going to carry them to some random ass wins. He almost did it with the Chiefs. And I think he's going to get it done at home this week. Give me the Buccaneers.
Give me the Niners.
Yeah, poor Baker lost to a freaking coin toss last week, basically. I mean, they probably still would have won, but you know.
Did you see his reaction?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh my gosh," because he knew Mahomes was going to go down and win the football game. Like, it's just Mahomes.
People kept debating that 2-point thing too. You know, Baker wanted to go for 2. He did not want to get the fucking ball.
I would have gone.
He didn't want to play for overtime at all.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Tampa Bay as well. I think Tampa Bay wins this game, and then the Niners start kind of panicking a little bit at what's going on and why we're losing football games. So, but give me Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I obviously like Baker a lot. I don't hate the Bucs. I like the Bucs. And at home is tempting, but Kyle Shanahan off a bye week. I don't know what the stat is, but like he has to be good off a bye week. Plus, Christian McCaffrey's coming back. I don't think he's going to do great against that D-line front seven with those linebackers. So I'm not saying that I think the Niners are going to win by even more than a touchdown, but I see them winning this game. They're favored by a touchdown in Tampa, which is disrespectful as fuck. Baker alone,
plus 7.
Baker alone will keep them within a touchdown. Like he's just going to will you to keep it close, but yeah, I'll go with the Niners.
All right. Sorry, I was looking ahead again. I got to scroll back up. Oh man. Broncos at Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs.
Yep, Chiefs.
Chiefs Kingdom.
They just keep winning, man. I hate it.
They're fucking due though.
They are due. I almost went Broncos.
They are due. They're due.
If you look at their schedule, even Nick Wright, who's a big Chiefs fan, obviously, he said that the only losses he could see them having is either the games against the Broncos, like them splitting with the Broncos, or them losing to the Bills, which is the following week.
I was going to say, I think it's going to be next week.
Mm-hmm.
You think that, but like, they could easily be looking ahead to next week. I don't think they will because Andy Reid's a
this
good
would be
I
a
think
Sean
it'd be hilarious.
Payton.
You know who they play in 2 weeks? The Panthers.
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious.
If the Chiefs lose to the Panthers.
Honestly, Bryce Young can get it done. If anybody gets it done, it's Bryce Young.
Chris Jones will.
That's why I was looking ahead.
Chris Jones
trying
will
to see if
pick
they
that
play for this exact
motherfucker up
reason.
like a sack of potatoes and fucking carry him.
He won't ever catch him. He'll never see him. He'll be gone.
Gone.
Yeah. No. I could see the Broncos pulling a stunner against the Chiefs, but in Arrowhead, like,
yeah,
my head might tell me that it's possible, but like, I'm not gonna bet against the Chiefs until they lose. So give me Casey.
Exactly. Bills at Colts. Give me the Bills.
Bills are rolling. They had a close game against the Dolphins, but yeah, let me go with the Bills.
Yeah. Was rooting for Miami against the Bills last week, but Colts are kind of in a don't know what to do state with benching Anthony Richardson and starting Joe Flacco. It's
Joe Flacco looked terrible last game.
Yeah, and he didn't look good.
He actually looked like he looked like he was fucking late 30s for the first time in like 2-3 years of him playing.
Colts are kind of just in a weird state where they're not really sure what's going on, and the Bills are just kind of rolling. So yeah, give me the Bills. God, I feel like this is a pretty tough one.
I think Joe Flacco's going to look better than what he did last week against that Minnesota defense. Is crazy. Did everybody go Bills?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go Colts. I feel like either way it's going to be a close game. Just I don't know why.
You went KC last right? You went KC.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we all went. Yeah, give me the Colts. I'm not super optimistic, but
Steelers at Commanders. No reason to pick against the Commanders right now. Give me the Commanders.
I'm going. I haven't said this all year. I'm going with my boy, Mr. Unlimited, and the Steelers.
How are the Steelers 6-2? I feel like
they're
should
fucking
be
good.
So much worse than that.
They're good, Colin. They're a good team.
Mike Tomlin is good. The Steelers
Mike
are not
Tomlin's good. Russell Wilson is apparently.
They are a well-coached team that plays clean football.
Hey, for my pick, never count out Mike Vrabel. That has nothing to do with this pick. I just wanted to say it. He plays for the Browns. I'm going with. I was gonna go with Pittsburgh. This was a toss-up game for me. I think the Commanders could drop this game, but
it's in Washington.
It's in Washington. That's literally what the deciding factor for me. So give me the Commanders.
I think that's gonna be a sneaky good game.
Go. What's their chant? Go football team.
Yeah, it being in Washington scares me a little bit, but I think I'm going to look at their schedule. I think this is maybe the best team the Commanders have faced.
They probably faced the Panthers, which is not an easy game.
Shut the fuck up. They faced the Bucks, which is a good team.
They're lucky they don't have to face Green.
They faced the Ravens, which is a good team. Yeah, I would say they're at worst the third best team they faced, and I would say by far the best defense because the Browns they played the Browns, but the Browns defense hasn't been great this year. I think Jaden Daniels has been playing great, but eventually every rookie's going to look like a rookie at some point. I see that Steelers defense kind of putting him in a little bit of a blender. Yeah, let me go with the Steelers.
All right, Vikings at Jags. Give me the Vikings.
What a fucking game this is. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I gotta go Vikings.
Yeah, the Jags are just in shambles. Give me the Vikings.
When is this man Doug Peterson getting fired?
I was just about to say that. How long is he going to keep his job?
This is at home against a good Vikings team. Like
he probably doesn't get fired after losing this game.
I called him to get fired fucking like 3-4 weeks ago when they were in London, in the middle of their London game. I thought that man was going to get fired after a win. Yeah, I still don't believe in the Vikings, though. I think the Colts just played really, really shitty last week. I'm going to go with the Vikings because my head tells me to, but I could see the Jags winning, to be honest with you.
All right. Falcons at Saints. Give me the Falcons.
Falcons.
Yeah. Falcons. Kirk Cousins on a roll. Give me the Falcons.
I usually like picking the teams that lose their head coach, that fire their head coach, because I believe in like the head coach bump thing. But
Saints were just so disorganized.
It's
going to be even worse. They might get shut out, honestly.
Outside of Alvin Kamara, who I've always been a fan of, I think he's like a top 5 running back, this team fucking sucks ass. They are so bad. Yeah, Kirko might go for fucking 500 if he needs to. Give me the Falcons.
All right. Titans at Chargers.
I'm gonna pick the Titans here. I think it's a nice little upset of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not be surprised, but it's in LA, so I'm gonna go the Chargers.
You guys are some fucking believers. Goddamn Titans out here.
I kind of it was one person.
I think this is like the first time I picked the Titans all year.
I was talking to Dallas, and apparently Will Levis must be in here.
Yeah, I wish Mike Vrabel was still in Tennessee. This would be like the most gritty game between him and Jim Harbaugh. But yeah, that fucking Titans team sucks. Give me the Chargers.
Jets at Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals.
I think this will be a sneaky close game. I'm gonna go Cardinals. Not confident.
I'm gonna go Jets. I'm kind of confident in the Jets getting it done. I really am. I feel like the Cardinals are gonna drop one, and I feel like the Jets are gonna go on a little bit of a run.
I feel confident now that Marshall picked the other team, so
I'm not bad.
My pick, goddamn.
He did go 9-6 last week. That's not. He's got a point. He's not doing that bad lately. We're just doing like insane numbers.
You gotta understand,
earlier that man was getting 3-4.
You gotta add one win to my list every week. Obviously, I think the Lions are gonna win, but I'm not allowed to pick them. It's a freaking curse. So you gotta add one. So basically, I had 10.
You got to pick them when they play the Jags. Let's see if this curse is for real.
I am. I picked. I'm going to.
Please don't. For the love of
Please
God.
don't.
I thought you were saying it the other way. No, I'm picking the Jags. You're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Cardinals. They've been rattling off a few crazy wins. They're red hot, but I just feel like the Jets are going to win this fucking game. And then all the news outlets are going to be like, can the Jets actually make a comeback? And they might actually.
Rodgers MVP campaign.
Dude, if they go on a fucking run, Rodgers might really actually deserve the MVP. They play the Cardinals, then they have the Colts at home, which that's
all it took was getting his head coach fired.
That was the game. Dude, I think they would be at or above 500 right now if they kept Robert Saleh. I'm not even a Saleh fan, but like the defense was at least good when he was there.
They fired him so early in the year.
Yeah.
It really was that Aaron Rodgers did not fuck with that man. Like, it has to be. I didn't believe that he actually got him fired, but like, it makes too much sense. But yeah, the next, honestly, until they play the Rams at the end of December, the Jets kind of have fucking cakewalks for the next couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jets, but obviously they could get beat by 50 because they're the most fucking unpredictable team in the league. But give me the Jets.
All right. Game of the week, baby. Eagles at Cowboys. Cooper Rush legacy game. 6 interceptions. Give me the Eagles.
Interceptions?
Fun fact.
You said give me the Cowboys, Colin?
No.
No.
He said we them boys.
Fun fact. Cooper Rush is undefeated against the Eagles. That ends this week. Give me the Eagles.
Is he 1-0?
I think he's like 2-0.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Just give me the Eagles. Just give me the Eagles. Get this shit out of here. We'll move on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Another thing with the
Cowboys gotta just tank at this point.
Well,
right?
the thing.
I know Dak's out a couple weeks. You might as well just shut him down.
They should tank, but the problem is Mike McCarthy is only on a 1-year deal, so like he's not gonna be willing to lose games. Then that's what I was gonna just talk about. Just real quick, the fucking Cowboys really don't make any sense because, like, obviously they've gone to shit and they're not gonna do anything this year. But like, if that's the case, why the fuck are you playing Cooper Rush over Trey Lance? Like Trey Lance,
yeah, seriously.
Trey Lance might be hot shit. Like he might be fucking awful. I mean, he had 4 or 5 interceptions in that preseason game, but like, why not play him? It's the last year of his deal. Either he's good and you can fucking trade him and keep Dak, or you can fucking get your way out of the Dak contract or whatever. But like, not playing him is fucking shitty. I think it's literally just because Mike McCarthy, if he doesn't win, like, if they win a couple of games, maybe he can keep his job. But like, that's the only reason I see him not starting. Because why would you not just say fuck it and start the guy?
Yeah. Did you go Eagles though?
Yes, I went.
Okay. I just had to check.
Saquon is going to put his fucking nuts all over that Cowboys defense. It's going
to be backwards.
We didn't even talk about that. The greatest play of all time.
Well,
I don't know about the greatest play of all time.
Maybe the greatest hurdle of all time.
That might be one of the greatest athletic feats in football history. That was fucking crazy.
Yes, when Megatron lost those 4 people at once.
Yeah.
But you put your ass in someone's face just 10 times more.
Also,
he tried that. I don't know if you guys remember.
It's crazy. He was like spinning, like it was like a spin move hurdle. All right, it's not like he like was like dead stop and then jumped over the guy while he was facing the other way.
I don't know if you guys remember. He tried that like 2 years ago when he was with the Giants. he tried it and the guy kind of took a step back and just tackled him once he landed. But, like, the fact that this motherfucker did that shit. Did you guys know he has a 41-inch vertical? Calvin Johnson, I think, only had like a 36. It's like, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, but Calvin was also tall as shit.
I mean, true, but like 41 inches as a running back, that's absurd.
You know what else we didn't talk about? The Garrett Wilson catch.
We did not talk enough in the fucking beginning. We left out maybe.
I started everything. I can't remember everything. You guys don't add shit. I don't know what I can't think of everything.
Well, no, this is what it is. Usually we like talk about, hey guys, we're gonna talk about this, and then one of us reminds us of all this shit we forgot. We spent the whole fucking time talking about Bowling Green and fucking whatever got out.
Oh my gosh, we didn't talk enough about.
Stop talking about Bowling Green.
Don't shake your laptop too hard. You're gonna disconnect your internet again.
I swear to fuck God, Colin, don't even bring it up.
Okay, we're gonna move on to Sunday Night Football.
So real quick,
what
was Saquon Barkley's vertical was a 41-inch vertical. Calvin Johnson's 42.5.
Oh, was it? I swore that I thought it was 30.
I mean, he is one of the greatest athletes in football.
That is absurd. 42.5 at fucking 6'5". Jesus Christ.
Calvin Johnson's maybe the most gifted athlete in football history.
I would still say 41 inches as a fucking running back is honestly maybe crazier than 42 at. Because I mean, Calvin was like, obviously he's fucking crazy, but Saquon.
I will stand by the statement that I think Calvin Johnson was the most gifted football player in NFL history. It's just how it is.
I would say Randy just because Randy was also like fast as fuck. Like
I think he's more gifted than Randy. I really do.
Yeah, but what Randy was 6'4", like 220. I don't know what his vert was, but like he was like almost Tyreek Hill fast. Like that motherfucker had wheels on him, and Calvin really didn't.
I think Kirk Cousins is the most gifted athlete in NFL.
Yeah,
Sunday Night Football.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I couldn't even say that with a straight face. Lions at Texans. Like I said earlier, I think the Lions might be due for a loss, but I don't think it's going to happen this week. Give me the Lions.
Texans are busting out the all red unis this week.
Oh my fucking God! I was going to bring that up too.
Look good, feel good, play good.
Hey, they won't be able to see the blood because we're going to fucking beat the shit out of them. Go Lions!
Marshall's depressing hour of the week.
Yeah, I gotta pick against my favorite team of all time. Because there's some, I don't know, I've picked every single game wrong, and I'm not gonna stop now. Give me the Texans.
Yeah, like I said, I think this game is gonna be closer than like what we all think. But I'm glad we brought up the unis because I hope the Lions win by 75 just because how fucking awful those
What? That is a bad. Oh, you are.
Dude,
I love those unis. Damn. Must be the internet.
He's got to think about what he did. I put him in a waiting room.
Real quick, let's just get through ours. Go ahead. Bring him back.
Have you had a moment to reflect about the shitty take you just had?
What was that?
I don't know where you guys got your takes from. Guys, those jerseys are fucking awful.
Guys, those jerseys are dope.
Those jerseys. I think it's more so the helmet. I fucking hate those jerseys.
Oh, I love the helmet.
You know those Packers jerseys we just watched them play the Lions in? I'd rather wear those 10 out of 10 than...
Okay, now the crack was dealt at a high.
No, these fucking red jerseys are awful. I hope we win by 75 just so they fucking retire them.
Oh, I love those helmets. Look how crisp they look.
No, dude.
You're telling me these aren't fucking sweet? Look at that shit.
No, those are fucking awful.
Look at that photo. That is dope.
I hate them. They look like a fucking cartoon team rather than an NFL's team. Like, no, I don't like the Texans new jersey.
They may be one of the best jerseys of all time, along with the Steelers Bumblebee jerseys.
I thought the Texans had a really good basic jersey. Like, I really liked their jerseys before they fucking changed them. Now I just think they look. I think all of them.
That's a bad take.
That is a L take.
I don't care what you guys say. I might bet Lions minus 70 just because of those fucking awful jerseys. I like I said, I hope they win by so much. The Texans say
I
we
wish
can.
they just had the regular Texans decal on the side of the helmet. That's my only.
That's what fucking kills it for me. I hate that stupid ass secondary decal. It's fucking dumb.
Okay, what's your pick?
Line. I just said Lions by 7.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna go with the Texans.
Monday Night Football.
All right, Monday Night Football. Dolphins at Rams. Gonna go Rams here. Rams are kind of figuring some stuff out a little bit. Got Cooper Kupp and Puka back, starting to get into a nice little rhythm. They've won 3 straight. Sorry, excuse me. Was giving them the credit for this win. Would be 4 straight. But yeah, give me the Rams.
I am also gonna go with the Rams.
I am also gonna go with the Rams.
Yeah, Rams got a lot of tough games coming up. If you look at next week they play the Patriots, so not that game, but then they play the Eagles, they play the Bills, they play the Niners.
They also play the Saints in that stretch. So
yeah, I'm not saying they're all hard games.
As long as they don't play the Panthers, they're good.
Plus, they play most of their divisional games.
Yeah,
in this stretch.
This back half of the season is loaded with their divisional games.
And they're 4-4, so like they're in a spot where it's like, okay, you're probably gonna have to win at least 6 to get in, to have a shot to get in. So yeah, I think the Dolphins should have been sellers at the deadline. That team fucking sucks. Yeah, give me the Rams.
Tyreek to the Lions.
Tyreek could be a Chief again this offseason. Honestly.
All right.
Picks.
Sounds like
what you got, Dallas?
Sounds like a perfect week for me, guys.
Well, Donnie, do you want to give us a chance to redeem your segment right here? Or?
Dude.
I think it's dead.
I gotta play.
No, Colin, you don't get to say when it's dead, motherfucker. I get to say when it's dead. It's not Colin gets to decide Donnie's double down. It's Donnie's double down.
You have a worse record than the New Orleans Saints.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Guess what, buddy? Guess what? If you were betting $10 a bet, I'm still up money. Are you up money?
Yeah, because you're the first.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? First one, highest odds. Fucking blow me. I'm up. Shut the fuck up. Fucking Christ. Everybody just be quiet. Give me a second to cook. All right.
Nobody said anything, by the way. You just be quiet, guys. Shut up.
Just give me. I just need a minute.
Marshall's asleep in his chair.
Marshall's
deep into thought.
I'm scrolling through fucking Twitter right now.
You guys don't believe in Don's double down anymore.
No, I don't believe in Don's double down anymore.
You're on a worse streak than the Saints.
I'm also on Twitter, but I'm tweeting from my Bowling Green fan club account. So,
Oh my God, who's Bowling Green play this week? Other team minus 28.
Western Michigan.
Western Michigan minus 28. That.
You don't understand how good Bowling Green is. Can you put Bowling Green money line in the play for this week?
Shut up. Panthers plus 6.5.
Bryce Young 4+ touchdowns.
Honestly, me just saying Panthers plus 6.5.
Yes, might be a joke.
Kind of killed it for me. I would go there, and I'll go Steelers plus 3 in Washington.
You're not going to take Bucks plus 7?
There's a real possibility Chris McCaffrey comes back and he fucking goes for like 300 yards. So I don't really want to do it until I see what they look like.
So it's Panthers and Steelers to cover.
Yeah.
All right.
If neither of these hit, we will have a discussion on the future of Don's double down. If neither of them hit.
Yeah, because you're probably causing people to go bankrupt.
You know what?
We had to stop posting them on TikTok.
I know you did. Because I went to look. I was like, what was all in my parlay? And I fucking scrolled back. I was like, they're not even here anymore. I was so upset. I was like, what the fuck?
That should be your reality check right there.
Nah, guess what?
Thought that was like week 4.
If you win this one,
when I get fucking cooking, I want to apologize.
When you said that, it says, when I get cookie.
I know, that's what he said too.
Where's the cookie monster?
This is
We're unhinged. Can we go to fucking trivia, please?
Okay. So no trivia this week, but
All right,
I got a would you rather. So
Bowling Green.
no. So there
Bowling Green or
was
Tom Kennedy.
there was the okay. About to just end the podcast. All right, guys.
So actually, nothing this week. That's
every.
it.
I'm not trying. I don't want to interrupt you again. Every single week when he tries to intro trivia, would you rather, whatever it is, we always interrupt this fucking man.
I know.
It's awesome.
100% success rate of us interrupting that.
This man is gonna crash out pretty soon.
One of these days, I'm getting to the edge. Okay. So there was that trade proposal that involved Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh god.
Yes.
No. Shut up.
Some people like Donnie believed it should have happened. Other people who have a brain think it should not have happened, which thank God it didn't.
Hater material.
So this is look 'em, what? So this is, would you rather Jahmyr Gibbs or this other running back? So I feel like
this has a chance to be good.
I feel like this has a
Are
chance
to be like current running backs or running
So-
backs through
Yes,
history?
Jahmyr Gibbs versus Jim Brown.
Well, I was thinking because I was like, he's gonna pull some random.
Colin, you
motherfucker
might
out
be
here.
the dumbest smart person I know. Like,
Well, I
genuinely.
just was like, are you gonna like throw like a random one at us and just be like for fun, and it was
So-
gonna be like historical running backs?
So this goes into the part of interrupting me. If you would have just waited 2.5 milliseconds, I would have explained it, Colin.
We're having a great time right now, guys.
Okay, so this is, would you rather Jahmyr Gibbs with 9 current NFL running backs? If that's not clear enough. So
Is one of them Kenneth Walker III by chance?
So we're going to start off.
Next question. Does this include quarterbacks as well?
Drew Brees?
Colin's got
Good Lord.
Colin's got a college level degree, but when he gets on the podcast, he turns into Patrick Starr. Don't you have to be stupid somewhere else? Not until 4.
No, literally.
Not until the pod.
Bro, Colin, to be fair, I'll give Colin the benefit of the doubt. It is late at night. Bro just got home from work. Bro's just like,
I also worked a crazy fucking shift last night. I didn't get home until after 3 a.m. and then I had to be up at 9 a.m. today.
Oh, covering the NFL trade deadline?
Yeah.
That was the biggest news out of
covering the Bowling Green game. Yeah, that was a big game.
Call me Adam Schefter. That's why when we were talking about trade deadline, I'm glad we didn't get into a whole bunch of shit because I was like, I did not pay attention to anything with the trade deadline last night.
Man, what a fake NFL fan.
Okay, so anyway, running back, would you rather?
All right, so would you rather?
So seriously, so does this cover the real NFL running backs?
I was so prepared for a Billy Cannon, dude. I was so ready for it. I was ready for Billy Cannon.
Dallas, please cut that and just build it into a clip. That is an all-timer. That is an
I just love the clap back more of Dallas. Well, Colin, if you would have waited 5 milliseconds.
All right.
Intro. So, would you rather Jahmyr Gibbs or this other running back? I got 9 NFL running backs that are currently in the NFL, starting off with the same draft class as Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson. Would you rather have Jahmyr or Bijan?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. He's a current running back, by the way.
I'm aware. He plays with my boy Kirk.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to take Gibbs. I think if Gibbs was in, maybe not Bijan's spot, I don't think he would replicate his production. But like if he was getting RB1 reps, I think Gibbs would be doing pretty damn good too.
Yeah, this isn't a competition for me. I'm not a big Bijan guy like I used to be when he was in college. Give me Gibbs.
Yeah, I'm currently looking up Bijan's stats because I don't know why Colin hesitated. I'm not even a big Gibbs fan. It's Gibbs, literally. Like, I wouldn't rather have Bijan in any facet. over Gibbs. I think Gibbs is better in literally every single way.
Yeah, yes.
Let me see. Gibbs or not Gibbs. Not Monty. Jesus fucking Christ. He has 630 yards this year, 4 touchdowns, just under 5 yards per carry, and he's top 10 in carries. I mean, he's 9th in yards, which that's cool.
And they kind of just help you from searching other search. Gibbs has 656 yards, 6.4 a carry, and 7 touchdowns.
And how many carries?
100.
Yeah, I don't even think it's close. I think Bijan's been honestly kind of a bust since he's entered.
135 from Bijan. Yeah, that's not crazy.
Yeah, give me Gibbs. It ain't close.
All right, same draft class, Devon Achane.
Gibbs.
Not even.
I might be the only person to hesitate this entire list. Give me Gibbs.
Yeah.
All right, Breece Hall.
Gibbs.
I'm gonna go Gibbs. Give me Gibbs.
I love that this is the one that I don't hesitate on.
I was literally about to say that. Colin, no hesitation.
This one's tough, dude.
Because I looked up Breece's stats. I stand by Gibbs.
I don't know what Breece's stats are, but his offensive line's ass. And last year he was doing some crazy shit behind a really bad O-line. So it's imagine if he was behind the Lions O-line. This one's a true 50-50 for me. I would say I'll go with Breece.
All right. Najee Harris.
Oh, Gibbs.
No hesitation.
Yeah, no hesitation on this side either. This one was a fucking Donnie ad, I feel like. Yeah, give me fucking Najee.
Give me Gibbs' right foot over Najee.
to be 100% honest, Gibbs is probably better, but give me Najee. Najee.
For the sake of the agenda, you're going Najee.
No, it's not even the agenda. It's that imagine Najee behind our O-line.
Hey, Jesus. You know what? I will give Najee one thing: constantly being mid. He'll always. He's on his way to his 4th straight 1,000-yard season, but that's all he's getting is about 1,000 yards.
I'm looking up this motherfucker's stats.
I just did. He put up 1,200 yards in his rookie season, 1,034 yards last season, or 2 seasons ago, and 1,035 yards last season. 1 yard difference, averaging 3.8 a carry 2 years ago, and 4.1 last year. 7 touchdowns and 8 touchdowns. That is mid. The definition of a mid running back.
No.
When you said that, no. Negative.
No, Najee's a dog. I mean, that first year, he was
he's a football player.
I don't give a fuck what you say. He was a top 10 running back his rookie year because that was the only year.
He was 11.
He had fucking old Big Ben, which was still good enough to give him good stats.
3.9 a carry. No.
Right now he's averaging 4.5, so that's not bad.
Fucking improvement.
Okay. Yeah, give me Najee. Give me Naj.
All right. Kyren Williams.
Colin.
I'm aware.
All right, just making sure.
Well, you're fucking sitting there hesitating. Google's not going to tell you the yes or no answer there.
he was surprised I threw out a current running back.
This motherfucker's looking up. Who is Kyren Williams?
I think I'm still going to go Gibbs here.
Yeah, I'm going Gibbs.
I'm a firm believer if Gibbs was our RB1, he'd be going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
This one's kind of hard because I think they're both really good, but at different things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gibbs is a great goal line touchdown back, while Gibbs is a better open field receiving back. I think Gibbs is better at the stuff. I think Gibbs is better at more stuff than what Williams is, so I'll go with Gibbs. But that one's tight.
All right. I think this one gets a little bit more tricky here. Kenneth Walker.
Give me Gibbs.
Give me Gibbs.
Not even close. Give me Gibbs.
Let's dial that back a little bit.
I don't know. Colin, I'm not even trying to be a hater. Kenneth Walker's by far the worst running back listed so far.
Oh,
That is
that's blasphemous.
I don't even think it's
bullshit.
I think
That's
he's the.
crazy.
I
What
think
are you
he's the
saying?
second or third best running back.
Yeah,
That's
what the
absurd.
fuck are you saying?
That's
Give me Najee or give me Kenneth Walker over
Yeah,
Najee.
get you Najee. Okay,
No.
that's a good take. Good job.
Give me Kenneth Walker over Najee. Give me
There-
Kenneth Walker over Devon A-Chain. Give me Kenneth Walker over Kyron Williams.
Bijan?
I was closer, but yeah.
I'm still giving the edge to Kenneth Walker there.
0% chance.
Okay, well,
All right.
the reason the group chat was Donnie equals 0 IQ for like a year.
And there's a reason it's Collins the sensitive hoe. I bring up the one. This motherfucker, he's actually good. Get off.
He is good.
He is.
I-
I'm gonna take Gibbs.
I have more takes on that, but we'll just move on.
All right. Joe Mixon.
Oh, Mixon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Joe Mixon.
Are we like in this scenario thinking like just for a game, or are we thinking like going forward? I guess I should have asked that at the beginning.
I was thinking for like
Just as of right now, is
Yeah.
what I'm thinking. Like, who's the better football player right now?
yeah.
Yeah. I like Mixon, but I think Mixon's like a big like he gets so many touches. That's why he looks so good. Give me Gibbs. I think Gibbs is better.
I mean, he's averaging 4.9 a carry.
I mean, yeah, and he's having a good year behind a subpar line, but I just think Gibbs is more explosive. I think Gibbs does more for you.
No, Najee Harris averaged less yards and he picked Najee, but that's
Najee is a
I'm telling you, that was an agenda pick.
It was an
That's all
agenda
that
pick.
was.
That's
He
not
won't
an
admit
agenda
it, but it was an agenda pick.
That is if Najee was behind a top 5 O line like a Gibbs.
Well, thank goodness he's not, because then he'd be putting up 1,101 yards.
Dude, I really hope he leaves this year and goes somewhere with like a top O line. It just goes for like 2K.
Yeah,
You
the
guys have-
CFL, he would look
Shit.
great.
Shut the
Look
fuck
good in the
up.
CFL.
Him and Tom
Future-
Kennedy would do numbers.
Future Michigan Panther right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go to every game. I have season tickets.
Oh boy, a whole $400 spent. If
No,
that,
that would be
They were only
that's
like
the
200
VIP package.
I would say
for
that
the
would be a
season.
fucking decade pass.
They were I was gonna say they were like 200 for club level.
Was that the last one, Dallas?
I got two more.
All right.
Alvin Kamara.
Oh, Kamara.
Yeah, it's Kamara.
Yeah, Kamara does everything elite. Yeah, give me
Like, I think Gibbs could turn into a
I was
Camaro.
gonna say I think they're very similar guys.
I
but
think
Gibbs
Gibbs
is just not
at
there
his
yet.
very best will be
Well-
like 90% of what Alvin Kamara is.
I think he can be a
Agreed.
Camaro, but it's Camaro.
And then last but not least, Josh Jacobs.
I'm gonna have to go Jacobs. I feel like that would be an easier thing to say if he wasn't a Packer.
Josh Jacobs is really good. But last year he had his one
Man,
good
it
year.
sucks because like you're
Last
also
year
comparing guys that do like different things. Like there's
He
different
was-
role players at running back.
he was buns last year. Like
Yeah, he
straight
also played for
doo-doo.
an awful Raiders team.
I don't know. That's tough. I'm gonna go Josh Jacobs.
I think Josh Jacobs is kind of overrated. Give me Gibbs.
Mm.
You said that was the last one.
That was the last
Yeah.
one. I did have a follow-up question.
Billy Cannon?
No. Where would you roughly rank Jahmyr Gibbs amongst running backs?
Ooh,
I'd have to see a list. I honestly really couldn't tell you.
yeah.
Just go off the top of your head. What would you think? Because
So-
I want to
so-
give it.
I would say he's
I got a list of like all the rushing leaders right now, so I can just start listing them off.
I'd say he's top 15, no doubt. Probably.
yeah, I think he's top 15. I don't think he quite cracks the top 10.
You don't think he cracks the top 10?
I don't
I think
like,
he's-
just
He's in
I think he's-
yards.
not even like thinking of like all of the names that would be there right now. It's just like a gut feeling that like I feel like the 10 to 15 range is right for him right now.
I know you're gonna go through the leaders and stuff, but we also got to think like not Alvin Kamara. Christian McCaffrey hasn't played at all. He's better. Like I would say he's fringe top.
Never
10.
mind. I looked at the list. I am thinking that there are way too many good running backs. He is easily top 10.
Really?
Yeah,
that's.
I really looking at this list, realizing some of these guys are. So I've over Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm looking at the list. Derrick Henry is over Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley over Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs was a toss-up for me. I would think I would lean. Donnie already said Gibbs. I think I'd lean Gibbs. I'm taking Gibbs over Jordan Mason. I'm taking Gibbs over Chuba Hubbard. Taking Gibbs over James Conner. Kamara over Gibbs. We already took Gibbs over Bijan. Give me Gibbs over Tony Pollard. Gibbs over J.K. Dobbins. Joe Mixon's closer. Gibbs over Kyron Williams. Gibbs over Najee. Gibbs over Aaron Jones. Gibbs over Tanks Bigsby. Gibbs over Lamar Jackson. Gibbs over DeAndre Swift. Gibbs over Jonathan Taylor's a bit closer, but I don't know. That one's tough.
How do we feel about Monty?
I think they're sitting right next to each other, just like they are in the backfield.
After all this, I was gonna ask, like, okay, you can only keep one, Gibbs or Monty.
You can only keep one going forward
for a game. For a game, you only get one of them. Which one?
Okay, because they're different. They're different answers. If you were to say,
if you went going forward, I know it'd be Gibbs.
Keep one going forward. Who's better? Give me Gibbs. Keep one game. I'm probably taking Monty.
Yeah.
Because as of right now, as of where we are sitting right now as the team, if you were to tell me in week 2, give me Gibbs because the past game looked awful. But right now, with how good Goff is doing passing the ball, I would be okay with taking Monty because that means Monty's job is to punch that ball when we can, and that's what he needs to. That's all he needs to do when Goff's playing at his best.
Yeah,
but the good thing I don't have to pick. We have both.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, now that we're going through the list, I think he probably would crack the top 10.
Like I said, I'm still pretty firm in fringe top 10. I have Monty more like towards like fringe top 5. Like I obviously fucking love Monty. I think like the best way to think of it is like tiers. I think like tier 1 is clearly Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, and CMC. I think that's clearly like those are the top 3 guys. No matter who you have first, second, or third, like those are the top dogs.
Guys, we did forget about he's 102. He's 102 ranked in rushing yards. Amir Abdullah is on this list, guys.
I hate hearing his name. He pisses me off. He's the Matt Patricia of football players.
And he has 81 yards on the year and a touchdown.
Also, can we talk about how Josh Allen, Brock Purdy, and Drake May are 2 yards away from each other in rushing?
Drake May has some wheels. I didn't even know that shit.
Drake May has 209. Purdy has 210. Josh Allen has 211. Like, what?
I mean, Drake May, I think he had like one big rush. I think he had like a 50 or 60 yard rush that kind of really helped him out. But no, I think those are the tier 1 backs. And then I think Monty and Gibbs both fit in tier 2. I just think of Monty as like the top end tier 2. And then Gibbs is kind of like middle of the pack tier 2. You know what I mean? And then like it would be like Monty, Bijan, Breece Hall, like all those guys kind of are like the tier 2 backs.
So I was looking out of the top 25 rushers, the lowest average yards per carry, which is huge because it just shows, if you're getting force fed the ball and you're just getting a couple yards each time, the lowest yards per carry is Kyron Williams at 3.7 yards a carry, which is not that good.
I think a lot of that though is when the Rams receivers were out, he was literally the whole offense. And of course they're going to load the box. That's just why the Rams look so shitty, is because they had nothing.
Second lowest is DeAndre Swift at 4. Then Breece Hall also is at 4. And then Najee's right above them. Obviously.
Jahmyr Gibbs leading with 6.4.
Yes, 6.4 yards a carry. Derrick Henry's right there at 6.3. But yeah,
I think Jahmyr is easily a top 10 running back.
Yeah, I think he is a top 10 running back. I don't think it's a question right now.
I mean, like I said, I think
outside of Derrick Henry, I mean, he's also got the most touchdowns.
Statistically, he is, but like, I think it's really hard to say like he's a bona fide top 10 back when he's not the best back on the team. You know what I mean? Like, and given
Monty is a top 10. I think you can say that. If you think Monty's top 5, I think he's right. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is no better than Monty, but I don't think Monty is no better than Jahmyr Gibbs. I think they're dead even. I really do. I think they're legitimately the same running back.
Like I said, I know that doesn't inherently make sense. Like means I said Monty's number 5, like top 5, so like Gibbs could easily be top 10. But I don't know. When I say fringe top 10, I'm thinking like 10 through 12 without looking at a list. Because like Christian McCaffrey, I still have over him, even though he has literally no stats on the year. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not saying like he's not top 10, but like I think
we are really. I'm glad though that Dan is splitting and Dad and Ben are splitting their snaps. David 110 snaps, Gibbs 103. I'm glad they're both getting snaps, literally half and half. That's how it should be. But Gibbs,
it'll be like that until we have a stretch of games where we're like playing from behind or something. That's when Gibbs is really going to come in. I think it's crazy that it's been like that, even though we've been dominating so many games. Because you would think like Monty would just run the games.
I mean, they're giving Monty a breather.
I mean,
they're like, we're up a bunch. Why bother?
It is kind of crazy though. If you just like pay attention,
they both have 7 touchdowns. That's insane.
They are so dedicated to having Monty's going to play the whole first drive, and then Gibbs is going to play the whole second drive. It's literally like they swap drives. They don't even swap like in between plays. Like I swear, I don't know. It's just weird.
All right.
That's it. Well, appreciate y'all for watching another week of the Fourth and Wrong podcast. We are over halfway through. This week 9 was just halfway through the NFL season, regular season, that is. Week 10 coming up. Trade deadline's over, so no more trades besides maybe some firings. We maybe see the Jags head coach get fired after this week. Doug Peterson could go. We're not sure yet, but we'll find out after this week. So appreciate y'all for watching. We will see you guys next week. Peace.